Hello and welcome to Mindful Monday. So today I'm going to show you a new practice. Well, it'll be new for some of you, not for my year fives because they have already done this one, and it is one of their favourites because they believe the petal practice helps them to concentrate more on their breathing. So what we're going to do is get ready. So we start in the same way where we need to have our feet flat on the floor. So you might need to wriggle forward in your chair just a little bit so that both your feet are flat on the floor. And if you're not sure whether you're relaxed or not, let's just hold our shoulders up a little bit towards our ears and then just let them drop slowly and calmly, nicely. Don't do a sudden just a lovely calm relaxing sort of drop of your shoulders. Wriggle them round a bit, wriggle into your seat a bit more so you feel a bit comfy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use our hands. Now your hands are your flowers, so your fingers are your petals. So what we'll do in this lovely mindful practice is we're going to open and close our hands as if they are flowers, opening and closing. Okay, so it's that simple, and we're going to tie that in with our breathing. So it's up to you which way round you do this. I think I like to do, if I'm breathing in, I like to close them, and then if I'm breathing out, I like to open my petals. So I'm just going to have a little practice, see which way round you want to do it, because it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to do breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. So you can do it the other way around. It's just what works for you. Right, let's get ready. So we're going to start. We've got comfortable. Now what we're going to do is we're going to close our eyes and just get used to sitting still and comfortably with our eyes closed. Now don't forget, the rules are always the same when you're doing mindfulness with loads of other people. You're just thinking about yourself. Try not to distract anybody else. So closing our eyes, get used to just having your eyes closed, because sometimes that's a bit strange, isn't it? Sitting in a room full of lots of people with your eyes closed. If you're doing this at home alone, then you'll probably be able to focus really well on that. And just let outside noise, if you can hear anything like the traffic or other people, just try to just block them out a little bit and just start to focus on your breathing. So to focus on your breathing, remember, we're going to where we feel the breath the strongest. Now if I take some nice deep breaths in, they're your normal breaths. We're not speeding up our breathing, we're not slowing it down. Just a normal breathing. If you take slightly deeper ones, you'll get a sense to where you can feel that breathing. So I can feel that really in the middle of my chest at the moment. So I'm going to focus on the middle of my chest, because that's where I can feel it the strongest. You might feel it somewhere else. You might feel it more through your nose or in your mouth. Sometimes the back of your neck and your shoulders. Some people feel it more in their tummy, so we're all different. Now we're going to hold our hands out like our two flowers, and what we're going to do is start to open and close our petals as we breathe. So I'm going to close my petals, breathing in and breathing out. I'm going to open them, and I'm going to keep doing that. Breathing in, closing my petals, and then breathing out. I'm going to open them again, and we're going to keep doing this. Now if you want to count the closing of your petals like we do with the counted meditation, you can do that. So that would be closing 1, opening, closing, 2, and then opening. But it's really up to you, don't have to count them. So we're just going to keep this going. You're doing a really good job. Try to focus on those petals, opening and closing. I've found actually with the counting it distracts me. So I'm really trying to focus on opening and closing my petals. And try to make those in-breaths that come in, those in-breaths that come right from the bottom of your lungs. So you're using all of your lungs, you're not shallow breathing. Keep it going. Try to let your thoughts come back to your breathing if they start to wander off. Like a naughty puppy. Bring them back. Going to do this for about 1 minute more. And then we're going to stop and very slowly open your eyes. Ooh. And then have a bit of a stretch. Make sure you, oh, it's a bit hard stretching in here because I've got a slanted ceiling this time. Stretch out to the sides. Be very careful with the person sitting next to you if you're in the classroom. Right, how did that feel? You might have found, because I always find that my hands drop after a while. Once I'm really relaxed, my hands just drop. And sometimes you forget to move your hands at all because you become so relaxed while you're doing it. If you're a teacher who's just keeping an eye on the children in the room, obviously as a teacher you'll be doing this with your children, or if you're at home as a parent and you're sitting there doing this with your children, you'll notice if you have a quick peek that everybody starts to drop their hands. So it is because they've become so relaxed and comfortable, your hands just drop. So if that happens, you've not done it wrong. It is all part of the practice. It's really, really lovely. So have a go. Practice it even more this week. And then next week, hopefully next Monday, I'll have another practice we can try. So have a really, really good week. And I'm hoping to put another film on for next week. Okay, bye-bye.